All right, well, welcome once again to Pennsylvania, and this is part 3 of my Exploring Tuscarora State Forest series here in Perry County, here in Pennsylvania. And in part 2, we got to seeing some really cool old houses, ones that I want to live in desperately, and then saw an old cemetery as well. All right, we are currently, I'm just off of Route 274. We're gonna head to what's called Big Round Top in the McCaskey Graves. There's actually like a ridge top up here called Big Round Top, and there's some people buried up there, so that's pretty cool. We'll check that out. I'll talk more about that when we get up there. I do want to say that if you research this it's Big Round Top Trail, and of course it's going to take, if you Google it, it's automatically going to take you to the Big Round Top in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, on the battlefield. That's not where we're at. We're here in Tuscarora State Forest. But if you research this trail, there's multiple ways to get to where we're going. This is the easiest spot to do it. A lot of the research was taking me to other trails that were much more difficult and, you know, climb ups and stuff. So just be careful about that. If you want to get the easy way there, just park right here off of Route 274 at the top of the mountain. There's a little pull off here. So anyway, let's quit and get going on this trail. All right, there's a sign here, McCaskey Graves, Big Round Top Trail, only 0.7 miles, so 1.5 miles round trip, so not too bad. And we are definitely hiking on the ridge top, because to either side of the trail it just drops off considerably, so maybe we'll see some critters out here, some cool wildlife. So this is my first real hike for today. Like I mentioned, I'm working on a series of videos today, and this is part 3. But the other 2 videos involved mostly driving around and just kind of getting out of the Jeep, walking a short distance to spots. But now we're actually getting to stretch our legs and get the blood pumping a little bit. Beautiful place to do it. I can tell that I am the first person on this trail today because of the spider webs. If someone has been on the trail before you, they would have broken through all the spider webs, but I keep walking right in, just face planted right into one back there. They don't really bother me that much, but it can be an annoyance. All right, so we are starting to head. The trail is going uphill, looks like now, so we should be at the graves soon, because it follows this ridge line and then it heads uphill to the top of Big Round Top. So I think that's what's going on here, because it should only be about a 20-minute hike to get up here. This is a nice trail to hike on. It's not terribly hot today, but it is muggy and buggy. But that's, if you want to hike all year round, you gotta deal with it this time of year, here in July. Looks like we got a tree down up here. Alright, so just past that down tree, I do believe I see something. Actually, I think I see a way around the down tree. I kind of took the difficult way around. There's a path right there, but I do believe I see some things that look very grave-like up here. McCaskey Graves, I'm gonna assume. So we have arrived. Yes, there are people buried at the top of this mountain. Alright, so we will take a closer look at these graves in a moment, but I just need to sit down and cool off a little bit. Like I said, it's not terribly hot, but it gets so muggy. There's actually a cool breeze blowing up here, but my glasses get all fogged up, and anyway, that's what happens. Alright, but these Graves, the McCaskies, I think it's a husband and wife up here. I believe they're the ones, they donated land down here in Tuscarora State Forest. There's a place down here called Hemlock's Natural Area, which we'll stop at in part 4 of this series. And I guess one of the requests was to be buried at the top here. Hemlock's Natural Area is just down below this mountain. And this spot, I guess, according to the reason they chose this spot, not just because of the Hemlock's Natural Area, but it's because supposedly when the sun rises in the morning in the east, this here in Perry County, this is where the sun's rays first touch Perry County, is the top here, a big round top mountain. It's not the highest point in Perry County. That's down on a Blue Mountain on the border with Cumberland County. I did that video in one of my high points years ago. But this mountaintop is further east, so it gets those rays from the sun first. So that's why they chose this spot. Kind of a neat little reason. To be honest, I wouldn't mind being buried up here myself. All right, let's go. Let's take a look at them. I'm cooled off now. So there are 2 of them here. There's some other monuments up here. I'm not sure what they mean. It looks like there might be a container up there for like a log book or something, but let's take a look at these. This is John McCaskey, born in Shermansdale, born August 1857, died in 1948. Over here's, I believe this would be his wife, Clara McCaskey, 1862, and she died in 1933. Wife of the founder of the State Hemlocks Association. Now she is on the first Easter Road. I guess that, now she's on the first. I'm not quite sure what that means. Alright, State Hemlocks Association. So she died before her husband. I'm kind of curious as to what that means. I'm sure it means, has a religious meaning of some sort, but I've never seen that phrase before on a grave marker. All right, let's see what this is up here. Yeah, it looks like this is just some kind of a, or is this a? Oh no, this is a geocache. That's what it is. Some dumb toys in there. All right. Yeah, these people ask me sometimes, do you ever get into geocaches? Well, not really. I come across geocaches quite often, but they're usually in interesting places like this. But I mean, you can sign the book, say you've been here. I know that sometimes they have things in there you can take out, put something else in, but a lot of times the stuff is kind of dumb like that, like some kind of pink figurine. Anyway, sorry, I'm not bashing. It's a good hobby. It gets people out to places like this, but it's not really my thing to find a container. All right, sorry about that. But anyway, I'm gonna take a few pictures and then close out the video here. So it is definitely a peaceful little spot up here, but we're gonna begin the journey back to the Jeep here now, and we're gonna start phase 4, or part 4 of this series, which will involve a tunnel and some vistas. And we will drive by the Hemlock's Natural Area in that video. I'll probably stop in and show it, but I'm not going to hike there today. I hiked that area a number of years ago. If you want to see that video, if you just do a YouTube search or even a Google search, type in hiking Hemlock's Natural Area, you'll probably come across that video. I do remember it was spring and there was a late snowfall, and I was kind of depressed about it because it was, and when it's spring I don't want it to snow anymore, but I remember that video, a little bit discouraged. But anyway, all right, beautiful little spot up here. And like I said, if you do research hiking here, remember there's different routes here, and some of the sites, like there's sites called All Trails and stuff like that, and they were recommending coming from a different direction that was much more difficult. So like I said, the easiest spot is right off of there on Route 274 at the top of the mountain. Just a 3/4 of a mile hike out here. All right, that'll be the end of this video. So thanks for joining me. I must say wouldn't mind being buried out here, but anyway. All right, I will see you in the next video. All right, thanks for watching.